Hey Scorpio, suns, moons, and risings. This is Tina with 85th House Vibrations. I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, happy birthday, Scorpio. It's your month, it's your time. Rabbit is the first of the month, and the moon is currently in Leo. This is your general reading for November 2018. It is general, so it won't resonate with everybody. We're using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. Your cards are already on the table because I started the reading, messed up the intro so bad. And I don't generally edit, so I was like, okay, let me start over. But I haven't manipulated the cards, trust me. Let's get the astrologics out of the way. Venus is retrograde and it has moved back into the sign of Libra, its home sign. So even though it's retrograde, that's a good bet. And we're going to be focusing on relationships. We're going back to refocus on relationships and balance, aesthetics. People don't understand that Libra is also a sign of strategy. So this might be a time for some of us to go back and see how to re-strategize some things. There may be some things that come up with partnerships that are not romantic, maybe business partnerships. There could be some ways to go back and look at how you earn your money within a partnership. Okay, so Mercury has moved into the sign of Sagittarius, and Mercury is actually debilitated in the sign of Sagittarius because it is opposite of the sign that's home in, which is Gemini. So I don't know, but for me, when Mercury's in Sagittarius, I don't know if I ever recognized the differences in the energy. I've tried, but it's not something that I easily pick up on. So let me not speak on what my thoughts are on Mercury, especially retrograde in Sagittarius. I don't think I'm qualified at this point. Okay, so anyway, we got that going on. Scorpio, you're going to have a new moon in your sign, which is significant, of course, because it's in your sign. And that happens, I think, for us here in the U.S. on the 4th. And then a full moon in Gemini on the 22nd. Jupiter, after 12 years, is coming back home to its home sign of Sagittarius, and Mercury will be there too. So I think, I don't know, just don't shoot the messenger, but I just really don't feel like this Mercury retrograde is going to be a big problem, because Mercury is going to go retrograde on the 16th, the same day that Venus comes out of its retrograde. That's why I'm talking about this whole Mercury retrograde thing. I'm sorry if I didn't say that. Okay. The last thing is the North and South Node are changing signs. They're moving out of the Leo Aquarius axis and back into Cancer Capricorn. So the themes around where we're headed and where we've already been will change. Do not look at my buzz ball there. And the camera. I'm not promoting, not sponsored. Anyway, so that's crazy. I didn't know that was in the shot. Those little things are good for anybody who wonders. Any questions about the buzz ball, just let me know. Maybe I can get them to sponsor me. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. If anybody wants to, the reading starts at 3:58. Let's turn over some cards. We've got the Two of Wands in the upright position. One of my favorite cards. The Four of Swords reversed. Put that in the shot. And Justice card. I definitely feel like this is about some sort of relationship with you, Scorpio. Because we got two Libra cards on the table. I just told you Venus retrograde in Libra. And, Venus is about, the female expression of relationships and what men are generally attracted to. Venus can, in a man's chart, can show what he's attracted to. I think even if that is a same-sex relationship, I'm not exactly sure how that works, so don't quote me. Anyway, so I have a feeling that this is around relationships for you, considering the astrology. With the Two of Wands, this is a Mars and Aries card. Mars rules Aries, so this is a great placement for Mars. This is gonna be the Mars at peak performance. I always say the Two of Wands is making your next move your best move, and I think that there's definitely some positive moves that you're going to make in the month of November as it pertains to your relationships. And what I feel like is you're going to be very, very upfront about where you're coming from. Where Scorpio tends to internalize, I feel like in the month of November, first of all, this is your month. This is your birthday month, right? The sun is going to be in your sign. We're having a new, the sun is already in your sign, and we've got a new moon in your sign. And I hadn't even thought about that. Come on. This is Scorpio. I really think that you're not playing no games. You're not taking no shorts. You're showing them what you stand for in the month of November. And I don't mean that in an aggressive way. I think it's all good. I think it's all positive. With the Four of Swords reversed, this is backing me up by saying whatever it is you've been thinking about and internalizing, think no more. Let's make some moves. Especially as it pertains to relationships. And what I feel like you should talk about whatever's on your mind if you haven't been doing that already, because even though Mercury has moved on into Sagittarius, we still got this Scorpio energy which talks about what is truthful, even if it hurts. I don't see hurting here. I may pull another card just because I want to be greedy, but I don't see hurting here. What I see is a very even exchange between, I think, you and a partner. And I just see your energy as being very, very upfront and in their face with this Mars Aries card. With the moves that you make are going to be very direct, very, very clear, and very passionate. Yeah, and back to the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think your mind is at ease in the month of November when it comes to somebody that you're dealing with. I think there's going to be serious expansion within it, in that relationship, and the reason being is because with the Justice card here, this is what you put in is what you get back. And that's why I see this very even exchange between you and somebody else. So this energy that you're putting out towards somebody, they're going to give it right back to you. I feel like there's going to be a lot of talking. Now, the only thing about it is some of that talk could be really, really big with this being a Jupiter card. Now I'm not saying they aren't true, but the expressions I feel like can be grand, can be expansive, can be even a little bit overly done. Doesn't mean that a person doesn't feel that way, but what I'm saying is after this energy kind of fades away and people aren't making those extreme gestures anymore, it doesn't mean that things have changed. I think it just means that the energy at the time supported you and them being able to you just express yourself in the biggest way. But I promise you, whatever it is that you want to put out there on the table, if there's something that you want to deliver, if there's something that you want to say, something that you want to do, I feel like your efforts will be matched. Let's pull one more card. We got the Ten of Coins reversed. It's a Mercury and Virgo card. That's interesting. Because the Ten of Coins, well... Okay, wait. All right. Well, maybe this is saying with the Ten of Coins reversed, be careful how much you put out there because you're going to break the bank trying to do it. Yeah, you mess around and go for broke out here trying to make these big, grand expressions of love. You trying to wine and dine and, go on trips or whatever it is. You're trying to go on cruises and stuff like that, and the 10 of coins reverse may be saying, hey, let's just talk about this. Let's just talk about this. You really don't have the money to do all this, so slow your roll. And again, as I said earlier, while all of this big grand stuff is going on in the month of November, things may die down, and it may be as a result of somebody broke the bank. So just be cautious of how you spend, especially with Venus retrograde. Everything's going to kind of look good, especially in relationships. And what I'm saying is they very well could be. Just don't get yourself in trouble to end up with less than you need, to end up upside down somewhere. And I'm not taking away from the beauty of what I feel like was in the beginning of the reading. There's a duality to everything. So while all of these big things are going on here, this might be going on in the background. And it may seem small at first, but this could end up being a challenge. So really think about how you're doing things, how you're spending your money, what the details are. Even in your conversations and your moves with somebody else, be aware of what it is you're doing and how it is you're doing it. Just so you don't end up short at the end of the day or at the end of the month. Okay, that was that in the shot? Man, I hate myself for that. I hope you saw that. Anyway, thanks, Scorpio. That's the way I see it. If you'd like a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below. You can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, and I hope to talk to you guys again next month.